On allegation under paragraph 5, 6, and 7 of the petitioner's affidavit, the second respondent denies that any officer or the first respondent or himself adding the figure of 13,488 votes to the overall tally of valid votes as alleged by the petitioner, adding that the erroneously transposed results in paragraph 14 of the petition were not included in tally for the third respondent or any other candidate, that no candidate gained any votes out of the erroneous tally, that the error of transposition was not deliberate and does not change the tallies garnered by the petitioner and the third respondent, that the petitioner is desperately trying to link unrelated entries in Form 37C to stop the gap between him and the third respondent, that the outcome of the election was not flawed and results were transposed, tabulated, tallied, and declared in compliance with the law. The second respondent affirms that the results of the election of governor of Nyamira County were accurately transposed from Form 37A to Form 37B and 37C. That the results of election of the 13 polling stations under petitioner's petition paragraph 17 are correctly recorded. That alleged understated tally of valid votes cast for the petitioner is an error of transposition in Form 37C. That the tabulated results for each candidate in Form 37C are correct in respect of the 13 polling stations, and no candidate lost any votes and no candidate results were affected, particularly the petitioner and the third respondent. That it is not true to affirm that 803 votes as per petitioner's paragraph 17 were not well accounted for, as the results are ascertainable from the results declared in Form 37A. That the second respondent affirms the results for 13 polling stations are ascertainable, that an error of transposition of the character brought out in paragraph 18 of the petitioner or of the petition is not justifiable for expunging the results of 13 polling stations for the record, as the error can be corrected and does not affect the tallies of the candidates in the election, as the results can be ascertained from Forms 37A, which are being provided to the court. On the other allegation, the second respondent refutes the contents of paragraph 10 of the petition and denies that there was infiltration of valid votes cast in the alleged named 15 polling stations, affirming that correct tallies of all the candidates were correctly entered in Form 37A and was verified and signed by agents of the candidates, that all votes were counted, and the second respondent denied adding 366 votes to the final tally, disputing the tabulation of results by the petitioner under paragraph 19 of the petition, as it does not represent the correct scenario. On contents of paragraph 11 of the petitioner's affidavit on Forms 37As, 37Bs, and 37Cs, the second respondent affirms that was an accurate reflection of the election, stating that there were no open discrepancies between the results in Forms 37A, 37B, and 37C, that there were no variation and unauthenticated forms in the tabulated 20 polling stations, that the figure 553 represent the number of polling stations and the not polling centers as alleged by the petitioner, that the results were accurately entered in Form that 7A in relation to 20 polling stations, that all forms used were original forms of the first respondents, authenticated, verified, and signed by the party and candidates' agents in all cases where the agents were present, that the declaration of Governor Nyamira County is verifiable, the result is certain and conclusive, that the primary source documents from that 7A are helpful in this regard, that few errors detected were insignificant error of transposition, which at any rate did not affect the overall results of the election, and that the total number of votes cast equated the total.
Well, we interrupt that Nyamira Court ruling to take you now to Nakuru County. Our correspondent will give us an update there, Evans Asiba. We know that early this morning, rather, a police officer shot and killed his wife. And to give us more details about this, and we are told the shooting took place at 3 a.m., is Evans Asiba. Good morning, Evans. Of course, a sad morning for the family of that lady. Tell us or give us more details, please.
A very good morning, Wahiga Maura, coming to you live from Nakuru County, county number 32, where today morning there was a very sad incident in Subukia, Kiabogo division at Suswa police post where Alex Biwot, who is a police officer and under the police anti-stock theft, today morning shot dead his wife of 25 years, Jenny Njoki, after the short rankles. It is also said that according to the family, that the family of the deceased had been in a rankles in what is suspected to be a love triangle, and it might be what has caused all this. And maybe just Wahiga Maura, you have been at the scene with the area CPD Alex Nganga, who confirmed the issue and also said that during the incident, the 5 years old daughter was also shot dead by his dad. And also right now the police have already launched the investigation to establish what really happened, what really transpired to all this, though the suspect, after doing all this, escape away and still at large. And maybe just we had a conversation at County Assembly here in Nakuru yesterday with the Speaker, Engineer Kairu, and some of the guys from the Italy, whom were trying to see what is really the issue in urban settings. Many times you get family killing each other, either father or mother, or a kid killing the parent. But all this maybe what you are being told from the scene is that the police officer came in at around 2 before going to his neighbor's house and borrowed him a gun. At that time, the Alex didn't have the gun. The gun that he borrowed from the neighbor is which he used to kill his family, the entire of his family. And also just to confirm all this, the area CPD say that the suspect is still at large and doing all they can to make sure that he is arrested. Maybe just I'll keep on updating you all that happens here in Nakuru, especially here in Subukia, where the incident happened at 3 a.m. today morning, once we get the more details. Back to you, Wahiga Maura.